Good morning, Stampers. How are you today? Happy Friday! Welcome, welcome. This is Nemi Batstone coming to you from my crafty cafe in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, just 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. And it's another chilly one. It's been crazy. Okay, I was looking for my info. I had it here, and now I've lost it again. I don't know. It's no shocker there. But I just wanted to remind everybody that it is the end of the month. Oh my gosh. We got like, what, 1 day left of January, and then we're right into February already, which marks 2 weeks till Valentine's Day. Where did I put it? Okay, never mind. So I just wanted to also remind you, because I had the printout, that we have new online exclusives coming up on February 3rd, along with new product of the month and a new gift for anyone that joins the team. So if you join my team, you get this gorgeous new stamp positioner. I should call it stamp positioner because that's what it is. I almost said stamparatus, but it's not. So almost got there. And it obviously comes too with a big and a small. I'm not going to go through a big, huge demo right now, but I may use it. It is here, and lots of people have been demoing it right now. So I still need some more time to play with it, see how it works, and go from there. So, but it is a free gift that will come in your starter kit once you sign up, and you can sign up anywhere in Canada and be part of my team. You don't need to be in Winnipeg, but you have to be in Canada. So, and I do have team members from afar, so it's worth the fun. Okay, so we made 4 cards this week, and we're on to the 5th. So don't forget to like, share, and comment, because these are the cards you're going to get in the mail, plus today's. I'm super excited about getting my next kit of stuff. Like, I just got, okay, sidebar, look at me. I'm all over the place, but I just got my match day sweet collection for my boys. So I haven't made my display, my sample sheet yet, but I'm super excited to get some crafting done with these gorgeous stamps. This is actually quite a big ball, so I'm really excited about that, and I love the new dies. So I'm going to get tons of good use of this, especially since Bishop still does birthday parties. So for soccer friends as well. Excited about that. Anyway, I won't be ordering my extra stuff until February, because I wanted to wait and see what the new product of the month is. Okay, so we're a little crooked. I'm gonna fix that. It's Fun Friday. Last week was not so fun. I ran into technical difficulties, so hopefully this time we're okay. Just adjusting here. So let's make another fun fold. I mean, we did one yesterday, and now we're gonna do one today. I think this one's my favorite card. Which one's your favorite so far? Like, really? They're all so pretty, but I really think this one's my favorite. The pink, Grateful for You. You know, and I mean, this one is really fun. I love the technique on this one, but I think this one was still my favorite. Okay, here's my 2 strips that I just dropped on the floor that I need. So for this fun fold today, where is my fun fold? Is this one, and it's the, I think it's called a pop-up, how did I do this? Pop-up panel. Oh, that's why. It's called a pop-up panel. So let me get these out of the way, sorry. I can move these so I don't lose them. And it just opens like this. So I think I did it right. I'm hoping I did it right. I mean, it's pretty late. And then you write your sentiments back here. Now, if you need more journaling, then definitely use 2 panels. But if you're okay with just 1 panel to write your note, then that is fine. So again, it just pops like so. The other one I was looking at making was this little folio. So I made this last night as well. And it just opens up so that And it uses one sheet of designer series paper. That was the thing I liked the most. But you can pretty much just take your cards, stick them in here like so. Yeah, I don't want that ribbon to get all mushy. And then you can gift it. So then you can give this to someone special as a thank you. And then you just tie it up and fit all your cards in there with envelopes, and then they're ready to go to distribute to whomever they want. Good morning, Shell. It's another chilly one, but I heard this weekend in Winnipeg it's supposed to be nice and warm. So I'm looking forward to that. But right now, damn, it's cold. Okay, so let's get started. So this is a panel fold. So I'm just going to pull out a fresh piece of cardstock. So this should be 5.5, and it is 5.5 by 8.5. So let's just double check. 3, 11, oh, where am I? Where's my 3? Here's my 3. So I should be at 11.5. Yeah. Okay, we're good. This one? This fold? The one we're making right now? I think it's called a what is it called? Panel card? Pop-out panel card, I believe. So we've done these before. These cards are very similar to the Z fold, except now instead you have this. And, or what we've done before is we've cut slits instead to make it pop. I did one, I think, last year. But it's called a pop-out panel card. And this design, I actually, so I found this about a year ago, and then I found it in my stuff. And then, however, most recently, I believe Jacque Williams did one. And so I'm casing her design. And this I'm going to revamp as well for Let's Get Crafty Club for my monthly club subscription. So it's going to be one of the cards there as well. So you get a double, and I've already got, well, I'm missing these are the cards for next month's club subscription. So if you sign up, you automatically sign up through PayPal, and then on this, if you do 6 consecutive months in a row, then I give you $25 in rewards back. But I usually give you a curated, customized kit from me, and then you have a lot of fun. Okay, and you get 4 cards, you get a video, and it's all unlisted, so it's yours. So yeah, that's how that works. But anyway, I'll share that later once February hits. Okay, so now we have a card base, which is it 8 1/4 or 8 1/2? Sorry, I forgot what I did. Oh, and I'm dropping it. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Okay, oh, now I damaged it. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's 8 1/2. So let's keep it at that, and let's see. Okay, and I'll put that there so I remember. And then you can stretch it as much as you can or want as it displays. It's almost like a stage as well. Okay, so pop out panel card, which is for some reason not standing up. There we go. Now I got it standing up. Maybe it's because it's too heavy in the middle. Too heavy in the middle, so it won't stand up. There we go. Now it's standing. Okay, so what am I at? For some reason, let me just double check here. I just want to make sure, I guess I'll know right away anyway if I'm slightly off or not. So, where was I at? Sorry, I'm just trying to find my page and make sure I can see your comments. Oh, I think I just saw Kathy, and now I just lost everything. Hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. You know what I forgot to do yesterday? So yesterday I had in-person classes, and I forgot to take pictures. So I'm like, that wasn't brilliant. So anyway, we had lots of fun, especially sitting in the sun. I think I'm gonna miss that the most, is sitting in the sun. Okay, so we're gonna start, and I'm gonna go slow so that you can catch all the measurements. So there's a lot of 1/8, by the way. So we're gonna cut at, or trim, score. We're gonna score at 2 1/8 on one side here. And then you're gonna score again at 4 1/4. So then that becomes your middle, right? And 4 1/4. Is that right? Hang on. I feel like it's wrong, but I'm trying to remember what I did last night. And then at 6 3/8, but I'm lazy. So I'm just gonna turn it, although I'm gonna need my arm anyway. 2 1/8 again on the other side. Pretty much you're just doing 4 equal panels. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So now that is my base, and just to show you what that looks like, we're gonna do the mountain zigzag fold. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. So it should be even. I wrote 8 1/4, but it should be 8 1/2. So that's why I was a little stumped. I'm like, why does that say 8 1/4? That doesn't make it say half. Okay, so that's our base right there. Good morning, Karen. Wow, I got you 2 days in a week. That's impressive. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, and good morning, Barb. How are you today? I'm sure you'll hop off shortly, right? Okay, so there is our card. Now, these are all equal panels, and that is ready to go. Now, to do the pop-out piece, you pretty much need another sheet, or the other half, which is 8 1/2, which I don't have here. Let me just double check. Oh, I do. Okay, piece. Sweet. Piece. So this is the panel piece. So I cut it at, it's just 8 1/2, so it's your standard cardstock. But I just trimmed it down to 1 3/4 because we don't need a full cardstock. So if this was half, this would be the other half. So this is half. So if you had a full sheet, half would be your card base, and then you cut another 1 3/4 to get your mechanism in the middle. So that's this mechanism here. Okay, and then we're gonna do something fun and fancy. Okay, this isn't standing up well, and I know why now. Okay, so now we gotta fold and put our score lines into this guy, and you're gonna need, you might not need your arms. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so again, there's lots of 1/8. So we're gonna do 2 1/8. So line that up. So that's 2 ticks past the 2. Okay, and then we're gonna do 3 1/8. I don't know. It works, trust me. It's just weird. And then we're gonna go 5 1/8. We're pretty much repeating the other side on the other side. So you could flip it if you want. And then 6 1/8. Okay, yeah. I need my arm out because I can't get to the 6 1/8 because it blocks me. 6 1/8. Okay. So we were going to do this one at team meeting, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just share it now. I got a couple other ones to share at team meeting. Okay, so now we have that. So now you're just gonna fold it in. So that's your first score line, and then out. So you're doing that zigzag pattern. So then in, and then out. So you should have something that looks like this. Again, this has been done before, just for a different card design. And then I'm gonna burnish it so that it's nice. Hookily dokily. So now you get that funny looking thing. Or you can look, it'll look like a T. That's another great way to put it. Oh, so this piece is supposed to be 8 1/4. See, I wrote it down wrong. So this is supposed to be 8 1/4, not 8 1/2. That's where my mistake was. So I'm gonna just cut off a 1/4 inch here. So my bad. Oops, that's scoring. Okay, now we should have. So you want these two to touch because otherwise it doesn't fold. And then you want those to be even, because those even Stevens are what's going to go in here, like so. So that's our middle piece. And that's what's going to hold this card up, right? So then that's what makes it pop. Okay? And then this just folds so you have, so it can fit in an envelope. So that's why you need that funny looking T, because we need these two pieces to glue on the inside to brace it and hold it in. I'll explain. Okay, so there we go. So this is our card base, and that's how that works. Okay, so it's a little tricky. So we're gonna add, so I also already embossed two pieces, which go here. I just felt like it was empty. So on mine, you'll see here, I did nothing, and it didn't cover, it also didn't cover up the fold, and I feel like it should. So I just grabbed the Damask 3D Damask embossing folder. It's not a 3D. And then this way, this will go underneath, because it'll lay flat like this. It'll go here, and then you won't see it. You won't see it as much because it'll be underneath. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Just give me a thumbs up or a hearty heart or any emoji if that makes sense. Okay, so now we need two side panels. So again, these last few days we've been playing with product of the month. So I don't think I've used, I think this is the only sheet. Oh no, I did use this. Did I use this? Yeah, I used this in yesterday's card, right? But oh, it's the flower sheet. So we're just going to use this one. So I need two pieces. Because it's 2 1/8, we need 1 7/8. So I'm going to cut at 1 7/8. Just a 1/4 inch smaller, right? So then you get the right. That's your standard process. Nothing's changed, just the measurement. Because it's skinnier. And then instead of 5 1/2, we're going 5 1/4. Again, a 1/4 inch off. So you should get two pieces out of this strip because it's a 12 inch. Okay, so 5 1/4, and then you get that little 1/2. And then keep that because you can make a card, a patchwork tile card kind of thing with all those. Thanks, Kathy. And then, so these ones are going to go here. So let's get all that attached. So I'll just grab our glue, whichever glue you want to use, your glue of choice. And then these are nice and skinny pieces, so I'm just going to go there. Again, not too much glue because it holds, and then my initial for love, which no one ever knows except you because you watched. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue again here. And then stripe up, and then my initial in the middle. And then this piece here. Oh, Kathy, I saw somebody, I was watching a video yesterday, and they actually used the fat end. I was surprised. But it wasn't to like decorate a card or whatever. It was just more to drop it in place. Okay, so then to, you know, dip pieces into. So I was like, oh, wow. We were talking about that. Like, who uses the bottom end of their tombow? I would like to know. And what do you use it for? Because I've not yet used it. Not even in scrapbooking. Okay, so this part is the hardest part. Is trying to get this on here. And I say it's hard only because you can do it multiple ways. You can put your adhesive on both sides, which is both sides of this and this. And then stick it in like this and then squeeze. Now I also put this piece a little closer to the bottom because I'm finding that if I center it completely, sometimes the card will fall. So depending on how it's positioned, I feel like there should be a little bit more weight on the bottom than on the top. But it seems to be holding up fine. I think it just depends on when. But yesterday I was struggling to keep it standing. Odd. Because I want to pull it out more. If I pull it out too much, it topples. See? So, don't pull it out too much, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to just put this one a little lower, maybe in the bottom third. And your image will still sit because it's going to prop up. So just remember, whatever you're using as your focal. So in my case, where did my pieces go? Oh, crapoly. I had them here. Hang on, give me a second. I had my ovals already cut, ready to go, and now I can't see. I don't know. I hope I didn't toss them in the garbage. Oh yes, I tossed them in the garbage. I was cleaning up. Let me pull out my pieces. Oh, winner. Oh, and then I stuck, there we go. I accidentally threw them in the garbage. That's where they were. Okay, good thing it's only paper in there. So depending where your focal point is or how big your focal point is, just watch out for that, because that's where you want to make sure that you don't see that along the back, right? I have once when awkward, never use that end again. I know, right? Never use that end again. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. I agree. Okay, so now to add this piece, you can do it the other way. You can do it is obviously just do one side, add the glue, push it down, and then flip this over, and then do the other side, add the glue, push down. Because this side will already be on, so then now we just add the glue, push to the one side. I don't know why, but some people make it complicated, others don't. I don't know. So let's just not. So let's not make it complicated. Okay, so let's add our adhesive. I'm going to, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so again, so we're just gonna add it in this square. So you can use Seal Plus, tear tape, whatever your preference of glue is. Don't feel obligated to use what I use. Okay, so then we're just gonna line that up to the score line there. Gives us a little bit of wiggle room, and then we're gonna fold. So now you have a little time to make sure that that works by just going like this, making sure it's in there. Yep, that still works for me. See, I already got glue all over my fingers. This is why I use Seal Plus. I can feel it. Okay, so now we're just gonna fold that over, because how else do we get glue on the other side? And then get it all over my fingers. And then we're just gonna add adhesive here. And then we're just gonna fold this one over. Okay, and then using that, just push it in a bit. And then, ta-da, oops, hang on. It's not Seal Plus, it's liquid glue. So let's give it a second. So now you're just making sure it's flush, right? So everything's all lined up there. So again, I have another version I'm going to make for my Let's Get Crafty Club next month. So it's like $45, but you get like half of that pretty much pays for all the stuff I put in it, and then the rest, like the cardstock and everything, is my cost, but the sweet products are what covers is half that cost, and then the rest is just pretty much shipping, because Canada is so cheap on shipping. I mean, so expensive. Okay, so there you go. It's now your pop-up. See, I'm just showing you the top because now you can see how it looks. I don't know, is that pentagon? What's 5 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So now you have that weird shape, right? Okay, so now this is the hard part, and that is getting that panel in there. So we're gonna add our adhesive to the back side of our embossed piece. Now I should have did this while I didn't glue the other side, because that wasn't genius. So we're just gonna slide that in like so, and just put that in place and press, right? No different than before, so that we get that piece. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side. I just felt like it needed that little decoration piece, because you saw on my original, and I'll bring that back as soon as I do this, it did not have that. Oh, I'm running out of glue. Okay, and just make sure you put both pieces in the same direction. Been there, done that too, as well. And then I go like that. And like so. Again, just push down. Okay, so now it hides that ugliness on the inside, because here you can see I did not do that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They don't see it anyway, but I just feel like it's unfinished. I was like, oh, I need to cover up that middle, you know, so then you don't see those lines there. And now you just see a nice pattern instead. So you could do 4 DSP strips. I just chose to just do plain because that's the way Jacque did it and I liked it. So I'm just doing it the same here. Okay, so now we just need to decorate. So I already cut 2 of the fancy banners, and then we just need to stamp. So I was playing a little bit with my new positioner, and then I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, you know what's really great is if you can put multiple on one sheet. So I don't really need the big one, and I feel like I'm just gonna always use this. And I tried to do it without the grid paper, but then I was like, oh, but then I don't know where to position my paper because there's no lines. So anyway, that was my funny story. I think it's right about here. I can't remember exactly, but I did like it. I did really like it. So we're just gonna slide that in. Okay, there we go. I forgot which measurement, what it was down here. I think I was supposed to be right about there. Let's see. Oh yeah, and that's the fun thing is it doesn't, I can just toss them. It doesn't matter which side you put this on, which is kind of cool because it never touches. So I had ink on it and it didn't hit my table. So that was kind of nice. Okay, so I'm right about there. So I just got to make sure I'm centered here. And look, again, I'm just putting that plate wherever I want it to go. I just realized I wasn't centered on the bottom. My apologies. Okay. I like these tabs. I'm telling you, I like the tab. I like the addition of the embossed piece. Yes, totally, right? Like, it's kind of naked without it. Okay, so let's ink this up. Again, Night of Navy, and my Night of Navy isn't that good because I forgot to re-ink it. So I'm just adding ink, so hopefully it's enough. Oh, I just stuck my finger in it. But that's okay, because guess what? Now we can test it and see if I can re-ink. So there's where my finger went. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. Is it going to be a not so fun Friday? It better be a fun Friday, let me tell ya. Okay, let's put that back on. And this is the part I like, is the fact that I can just re-ink and do that again. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Now I have this tiny little piece of scrap, literally, and I close my ink pad. And that is going to be my, so much. Good morning, Sandy. Hope you're nice and warm because we're still freezing air. Don't come back just yet. Okay, and it's supposed to warm up this weekend though. But that just means it gets all icy and melty. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's straight. I'm like, why is that not straight? Okay, so we're just gonna stamp so much. Now I'm not using my tool, as you can see. It's such a tiny little piece. Why would I waste my time? Okay, there. Perfect. And it worked out just fine. Okay, so those are my 2 pieces. And then we have I did die cut my pieces already. So these are from the coordinating suite of Lovely and Beautiful. So I did use, I used these 2 ovals, which is the second largest and then the next size. And then I used the leaves from Simply Beautiful. So for my monthly subscription next month, you're gonna need this one. Simply Beautiful. Usually I don't do the die cutting for you, so it would be good if you had this. just because this one's so brittle. But the bundle is ideally what you want. So it's this one plus the sentiments. Now you could use whatever sentiments. So really up to you. I will do as much die cutting as I can because there's only 6 of you in my club, so it's not so bad. But once it grows, I'll be like, oh my god, you're gonna have to buy the bundle. I can't keep up. Okay, so I did this one in green, Granny Apple Green, and then I did these 2 in Old Olive because I wanted a contrast. And then I did the center in Crushed Curry. And then I used Poppy Parade for one of the flowers, and then I'm using Pumpkin Pie for the other, but I probably should have used Timid Tiger. And then I'm just checking to see if I have anything else. Nope. Okay. And then I'm going to do is, I'm just going to add a little color to this one, which is the red. So I've got my dark Poppy Parade. I'm just using that brush side. I tried using blends. You can see here, I tried using blends. It didn't really work. So I'm just going to brush on here. And this one I'll color in the middle, but I just want a little bit of red coming up along the sides because we are using red and blue, but I wanted to use a different color, so that's why you don't see the blue. Okay, and then just adding some wherever. It's just because, just to give it some pop, so that there's some of that red in there. Okay. Okay. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. I might twist it a bit. So this is my thank you, so we're just going to find a good spot. This seems to have like those longer pieces, kind of like a cross in a way, so I want that one closer to the bottom. It will cover the word thank you, and then maybe this one there, which then means I need to move over more, or then maybe move this one over more, because it's going to cover the word thank you, and I don't want to cover it too much, but I want enough to get that stretch of the petals, so I might just slightly move that up a bit. Doesn't matter, it's your card. And then this one here. Okay, so that's roughly what it's gonna look like. And then this one, it's so kind of boring, so I'm just gonna grab some Old Olive just to help darken it up a bit. And I'm gonna grab my mini brush. I know, it's Granny Apple Green, totally get that. But we're just adding a little bit of ink on the ends so that it doesn't look so boring. Yeah. Oh, make sure you check the weather before you come home, Sandy, so then that way you can come home when it's nice. But I know you got to come back in time for crop. So make sure you don't flight delays. Don't want to miss you. Okay, so then now it's just not so blah, so harsh cut looked. Doesn't have that harsh cut look, is all I'm saying. Okay, let's close that up. It's just on the tips. I'm just gonna curl that a bit so it's not so boring, but it'll get all yucky in the nail. And now we're just gonna add some glue, so I'm gonna use my fine tip bottle. And this. Oops, don't need my brush. My brush came with me. Just because it's hard for me to add my adhesive. So I'm just going to add, hopefully, yep, okay. Just add some little dots of adhesive on there. Doesn't matter which side it goes on. I don't really care. If you do, by all means. These are 2 different patterns. It comes with 3 of these fun leaf inserts. So I don't really care which ones I use as long as I have them. So if you want to be picky and make sure you're, matching, then feel free to do so. But I just wanted to do one cut at one time. And I literally cut all of these on my Big Boss and did it all at the same time. So, except for the two big label sentiments thingies. That one I couldn't do. Okay, so then that's good. And then we just need to assemble our flower. So I want this one roughly there. So let's put our flower together. So I'm going to use mini glue dots because I prefer that. So much easier. So I'm going to take this one first and figure out, yep, that's where I wanted that one. So we're going to grab a mini glue dot. Oh, that just went flying. Oh, I told you, Fridays are hilarious. Let's hope technology doesn't get out on me, but I have no clue where it went. It went flying. Almost like yesterday too, with our crazy punch. We were making cards with the woolly friends, and I was telling all the ladies, I'm like, watch out, this thing flies. And boy, did it fly. So funny. Oh, it didn't stick. It stuck to my finger instead. Okay, and then I'm just positioning that where I want it. Okay, and then now this one. So let's do this one the easier way and stick that on top. Then maybe it won't go flying. That was pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna put that there, and then this one needs a couple. I'm gonna use the micros on this one. I'm like out of mini glue dots too. I didn't even know I was out of mini glue dots. I forgot to order some. So my next order is gonna have a few packs to replenish my stock. Okay, there we go. There we go. Tulio. And then we're just gonna add that in. Oh. And put that there. And ta-da! Oh, I guess we should have made sure that that fit. Oops! Forgot to do that part. Okay. Forgot to make sure it'll fit on the front of the card before I put that flower down. So let's get this. Let's get this properly aligned here. Liquid glue. There we go. I think so. Yep. There. I forgot. I'm like, oh, I better make sure it can fit on the top. Okay, we're good. Oh, here, see? We're sticking out too much. Well, sticking out too much, so I'll just move it slightly to the right. Or can I lift this? I can probably lift this. It's only one glue dot. Okay, I did. And then we're gonna have to move that in there. Just a little bit, because that the orange one was sticking out too much. And then we can slide this one over more. There. Okay. Oh, I'm like, why is that not working? Because I didn't stick it down yet. Okay, so let's add our adhesive. And then center that as best as we can, keeping in mind we have that flower. There we go. There we go. And then thank you. And then the so much is going to go right there. And I'm not going to use dimensions. Oh my gosh, I didn't use any dimensions on this card. Wow. Now that's a shocker. No worries, Margaret. It's never too late because you can always watch the replay. Okay, and there's our card. So we're going to pull it this way so it sits properly. And ta-da, it stands up. Perfect. And then ta-da, that's what it looks like. Awesome. And then when you squeeze, that's what it looks like. And then you get that view. Okay, so now that we have that, now let's add in our embellishments. And I didn't use ribbon either. Haha. So, here's my take a big tool. You add that, and then I'm just gonna add some balmy blue here. So I think I put all three in my corner, so this time I'll do two. So I'll do one, you know, there. Now that I've kind of adjusted that flower, I have a little bit more space. And then one over here. There. Oh, and then we forgot to do our back piece. Did I cut one already? I don't think I did. Okay, so we'll just do that now. So there you go. There's your card, all finito. Very pretty, I like it. And this is using all the product of the month and next month's Get Crafty Club. So we should get a new product of the month on Tuesday, February 3rd. So I'm waiting to find out what that is so I can place my $100 order and get the next one for $5. So let's get that out of the way. And so now we just need a piece for the back. So again, we're just gonna cut down to 1 7/8. It's all 1/8 of an inch. And then if you want to write more, then obviously just add more, add another strip. So this is 5 1/4. So you could just add another strip to the back here because you have 2 back sides. So then we're just gonna put there. I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna go here. If you're left-handed, you probably wanna go there so you don't smear, but that's just choice. And I'll just add that to the back. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. How did I get that there? And then this. And this. So then, there you go. There you have it. And there's our finished card for Fun Fold Friday, or Fun Friday. I don't want to really call it Fun Fold because I may not do one. So there's that. So here's our little folio that I made, and I was asking you, do you want to see this or do you want to see that? So I made this out of 1 sheet of Designer Series paper. I believe I cut it down to 9 inches, and then this just folds up. And then I scored it at 5 1/2 and 6 1/2, so I had that middle piece. And then now we can take this card along with an envelope and add it in. So these are all our 5 cards we made this week. Love them. So if you want to win them, you can make sure you like, share, and comment, because that gets you 3 draw tickets. And then, or you can spend $60 and get $6 bonus coupon for next month, which you can use on your order, on your online exclusive order. And then I'll give you the kit, so you'll get the pieces. Now I can't stamp, so you're just going to get a big rectangle, and then you can stamp your own flowers. And then same here, I won't be able to do that, so you'll get your own flowers. But I'll give you all the bits and pieces, all the die cuts, the embellishments, all these die cuts. I'll give you a piece of Designer Series paper here, and you'll have to fussy cut your own flowers, right? And then same here, I can't stamp. So just put whatever you want there, and then on the strip, you'll have to stamp your own. So you'll make it your own, which is great. And so, yes, Shell, you're going to have to try the fold. It's super easy. Love it. I don't know. I'm sure you can find a video on it. I didn't go looking for a video. I get Jacque Williams' emails, so then I saw that one there, and I was like, oh, I really like that one. And so, yeah, you'll get also this, so you can use your own ink. So anyway, that's what you'll get. So just if you place a $60 order this week, no later than Sunday. And then it'll take me a day or two it just takes me a day to cut all your pieces. And then it'll go in the mail. So thank you again. Have a fabulous weekend. I look forward to seeing you again on Monday at 9 a.m. Other than that, stay warm, have fun, and we'll see you we'll see you again next week. Happy Stampin'! and get some creativity done this weekend. Bye.